Despite some new snow last week, for the most part, as we all know, this has been an unusually dry winter in the state. The question is, what does that mean for our water supply?
Scientists with the state's second largest water utility visited Roosevelt Lake, a very large reservoir for us this morning, measuring the water runoff to get a better idea of where we stand drought-wise. Water runoff just 20% of what's considered normal in this area. Joe Dana tells us what this means for the valley moving forward.
We're in the middle of the 2025 winter runoff season, but it's not much of a runoff. This remote control boat makes some quick turns.
Look at that beautiful arc.
And makes for a fun morning. Have you ever had it flip?
No, not yet.
Well, let's make sure I'm not the first.
Sounds good.
But it's not a toy. Instead, one of SRP's instruments that measures the speed and depth of water runoff.
It is an acoustic Doppler current profiler,
giving scientists at the Upper Salt River an incredibly accurate reading of how much water is filling Roosevelt Lake below.
We're measuring some of the lowest flows we've ever seen, which isn't terribly surprising when you have a hot and somewhat dry summer that we had, and then now a very dry winter.
Arizona is on pace for the second driest winter ever recorded. Reservoir levels are at 70%. But the network of lakes that make up SRP water supplies is still considered healthy. That's because the last two winters provided a buffer. So the two previous winters were unusually wet, this one unusually dry. Is this a reality check?
I would say it's a reality check when you couple it with the last two winters. So the reality is that we're highly variable.
SRP says what this means for its customers, who make up about half of all water users in the valley.
Even though we've been in what some people think is the most severe drought in terms of a long-term drought in the last 1,000 years, it's the declines are so minor that they're kind of considered stable by USGS standards.
It's important to note this is just one snapshot of the state's water supply, and an optimistic one overall. Two other major sources, the Colorado River and many underground aquifers around the state, are not in such good shape.
The odds are stacked towards Lake Mead getting lower, and that's not the situation here. Our inflow into these reservoirs is in long-term balance.
Balanced, but enduring a year of extremely low runoff levels.
The story's not finished with this winter yet in terms of how dry it will be. We got about a month and a half left.
At the Salt River, Joe Dana, 12 News.